Live. Okay, Kimmy here. I'm going to share a story about how I came across a technique that supported me with binge eating, with my adrenal fatigue, and supported me to release weight and completely change and heal my relationship with my body. So it's just a technique. Before I get into the story, it's a technique you can help for releasing cortisol, supporting yourself in stressful times, releasing anxiety, and getting to the actual core root of why you're binge eating, and also support you in relationships, setting boundaries, and a ton of other stuff. So my story started years and years ago. I was as a child, and growing up for as long as I can remember, I soothed myself with food. So food was comfort for me. It was my drug of choice. When uncomfortable emotions arose, I would soothe myself with food. Or if I felt really, really joyful, I would also, be happy with the food. So, and even growing up, felt very, very self-conscious about my body. I felt like a bit of a chubby kid, so I was like covering myself with the towel when I went to the pool and jumping in the water last thing, and then shuffling really awkwardly to my towel when I got out of the pool. So this happened for over the course of the next few years, 20 years actually. I tried a bunch of stuff. I've always really been really into health and well-being, and really into researching like the next kind of best thing to support our health and our mindset. So I tried a bunch of things to lose weight and to end this binge eating or emotional eating. I tried a lot of hypnosis, Reiki treatments, a lot of energy work, plant medicine. I also did a lot of over exercising, which didn't support my adrenal system. So like a lot of personal training and a lot of cleansing, fasting, keto, paleo, like a lot of the stuff I was researching. I did a lot of stuff, but it didn't actually, it helped for a while, but it didn't get to the core root of why I was eating emotionally, or why I was binging, why my adrenals were just shot, and why I felt like stressed. Thank you. Why I felt like really kind of stressed at the time. So I started doing a lot more research, surprise, surprise, and I came across a video. And in this video, my teacher was explaining why this technique works so well, what it can work for, and how it completely transform. So it's EFT tapping. Now everyone's like, how the hell can EFT tapping work? And I was that skeptic too. So I, after trying a bunch of all these things, I was like, I don't want to try just another thing, like spend my money on another thing just to be let down again and again. But what it did, I got myself a coach with this, and we really kind of delved into the reasons why I was eating emotionally, and all of these kind of like little mini traumas that happened in my past. So with that, I got my qualification, I got my certification in it, and I'm like overjoyed to be doing this now. I feel like this is like completely my purpose and what I was brought here to do. So EFT tapping, EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and we tap on meridian points like acupuncture points. We're just tapping to support our nervous system, support ourselves to be present in the moment with the emotion of what's going on. I also do a lot of regression therapy. And what it does, it gets to the core root, it gets to the core root of our stresses. And it can be used, it doesn't have to just be used for like releasing weight and supporting ourselves emotional eating, or our relationship with food, or over exercising. You can use it with a bunch of stuff. Okay, so a lot of people, if we're in this heightened sense, if our nervous system is really triggered, it's really hard to do a bunch of stuff. It's really hard to work. It's hard to just be present with your everyday things. So I do 6 and 12 week programs with my clients, and I do a strategy session also at the start. So if you want to book in for a strategy session, just comment here or send me a private message. And I'm also offering a 5-day tapping intensive, and that starts next Monday, the 2nd or the 3rd for the Aussies. And that's a really good kind of like a way, an intro, I guess. Like a way into my work and how this works differently to a lot of these other modalities that are out there. So it's a bit of a taster of the work. So some people call this magic, and it's kind of completely different to anything that I had done before, but it totally works. So thank you for listening, and yeah, let me know if how I can support you.